This is the inside view to a massive scam call center with over 150 computers, and today I will be making life hell for all of these scammers. This story starts back in May of this year, which is when I was able to get my hands on this POV inside footage of a scam call center. I was able to get physical inside access to this fraudulent office space, take pictures, videos, hack their computers and ruin their business. You might be wondering how I did this. Well, it was certainly not me flying over there, bypassing their security and risking my life to get some content. Things were actually a lot less complex. The infiltration of this fraudulent call center, located somewhere in between Myanmar and Bangladesh, started with an email from somebody that claimed to be a scammer, duping foreign customers by posing as home care. He said to have not known it was a scam and wanted to provide me with more details on the inner workings of this operation, and he would also allow me to hack the computers in there. A few weeks later, I did indeed receive callback connections from a Windows 7 machine located in Churachandpur inside what sounded to be like a scam call center. After gaining access to this initial machine, I further spread my access throughout the rest of this office and kept in close contact with our insider. I very quickly realized that this was not your typical call center. The first notable difference lies in its location. If you have been watching a lot of scambaiting content, you probably know that most of these scam call centers are located in big Indian cities, such as New Delhi, Kolkata or Bangalore. So then where exactly are these scammers? Well, their IP address tells me, just like our insider, that the office is situated in Churachandpur, which is a fairly small Indian district in the far northeastern part of the country, bordering Myanmar in the east. It is very unusual for a scam call center to be situated in this remote part of India, and according to our insider, it is even so unusual that this is the first scam call center to ever exist in this part of the country. The second difference is not external but internal, and more specifically lies in the interior of this office. The call center has 27 computers, which makes it a relative above average sized operation, but if you compare the interior to offices with a similar size, this one falls very far below standards with its small screens, plastic chairs, outdated computers and unfinished walls. The way that the bosses treat their employees in this call center is also terribly below average. They only earn $2 a day for a night shift. There's no food, no clean water, no transportation back home, no medical insurance, no pension fund, not any air conditioning on the floor and no paid leave. This is all possible because of the terrible law and order in Churachandpur, and according to our insider, the bosses of this center do not even have to worry about regulation, as they are intertwined with key people in law enforcement and underground militia groups. The insider also stated that this center is not the headquarters. That office is supposedly a lot larger and located in West Bengal. We will come to them later. For now, let's very quickly see how the guys in Churachandpur try to scam people.
Hello. Yeah, hi, am I speaking with Mr. George Churchill?
You are.
A very good afternoon, Mr. Churchill. This is Rosie, and I'm calling you on behalf of Domestic and General. I would like to inform you that your washing machine warranty has got expired, and the reason I'm calling you today to extend your warranty with unlimited calls, free labor, parts, and replacement warranty as well.
The scammer will go on to explain to the victim about their expired warranty, which is a complete lie, and then try to offer them some sort of expensive direct debit subscription, which will be a new insurance on their washing machine.
So, Mr. Churchill, would you like to extend your warranty for next 12 months with promotional offer?
How much it will cost me?
If you want to go for a monthly direct debit for next 1 year, it will cost you £8.99 for 1 year. But if you want to go for a one-time payments of complete 1 year, it will cost you £99 for 1 year, where you can save around £20 to £30 compared to monthly direct debit.
To set up a direct debit subscription on the victim's bank account, the scammers are going to need a few pieces of information, such as their name and address, their bank name, the branch sort code of their bank society, the bank account number, and the name on the account.
And just to set this up, can I confirm that you are holding the UK bank account? You are the account holder, right?
Alright.
Oh, and you are authorized to set up the direct debit.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it though.
And which bank is that you are banking with?
Nationwide.
Nationwide. So, do you know the short code of the Nationwide branch code?
No, I don't know that, but I know it's nationwide.
Because like just to set the direct debit, I just need to make sure it will be goes to the correct account. Yeah.
Right.
If you
So
got
what?
a checkbook or a bank statement, you can able to see in every single pages. We are not here to store any of the detail. That is also short code and your account number. It will mention in every single pages.
After they acquire this information, the scammers will be able to take money out of the victim's account every single month, with which they hope that the victim does not notice these small debit charges, so that they can keep charging them for a very long period of time. Even though the monthly $10 stolen per victim is relatively low compared to other scams, once they trick a few thousand people into doing this, they are making tens of thousands of dollars every single month. And not only do they make money with these direct debit charges from their fake subscription scheme, they also sell the information gathered within these calls to other fraudulent call centers, so that they can then use this information to scare victims with banking scams, Amazon scams, and more. The personal data collecting part of the scam in Churchandpur is their main operation, which is called the lead generating, or lead gen in short. We can see the scammer's script here on this whiteboard, which reads, "Hello, am I speaking to Mr. and Mrs. Customer? I'm calling you from the refund department of your home appliances, and this call is to inform you that we are about to refund you the amount of £119, which was mistakenly been charged from your account when you paid for your home appliances warranty." The victim is supposed to say okay, and the scammer will then ask for their address, postcode, and email. There's also a paper script that follows up on this whiteboard one, in which the scammers are supposed to ask the victim if they have life insurance, if they have a mortgage, if they have funeral plans, and what make their washing machine is. All this information collected by the guys in Churchandpur will be sent to the headquarter scammers in West Bengal, and they will then pick one of their scams that they can suitably play on the victim, which includes life insurance scams, funeral scams, refrigerator scams, washing machine scams, and boiler scams. Nobody will be duped directly by the guys in Churchandpur, as they just farm personal information and then drop the call, which does mean that I never really get to see the aftermath of people giving out their personal information and banking details to these scammers. Luckily, I was able to find the exact United Kingdom phone number of the scammers in Churchandpur on a phone number review webpage, and here I'm able to read what happens after a successful call gets dropped.
National Appliance Cover called February 8th, 2021, claiming I had insurance with them for a Samsung washing machine. I have no recollection of taking out a policy. They've taken £180 from my account as final payment with a supposed 40% discount. I've asked for a refund, nothing. I've had paperwork from them, so now I don't know which way to turn. Anyone else been called?
The scammers will in fact send the victim some sort of paperwork, usually in the form of an email that looks something like this, and then start taking money out of their account through direct debit, which apparently is not easy to put a stop to. What is easy to put a stop to is scammers and hackers getting a hold of your online identity with the channel's longest running partner, NordVPN. I've said in my previous videos and will say again that running a VPN is one of the most essential and effortless things that you can do to enforce your online security, and you can set it up so that whenever your device starts up, it will automatically connect to one of the 5,544 NordVPN servers, masking your IP address and putting your online activity behind a wall of next generation encryption. One account lets you use this amazing service on up to 6 devices, and protecting your browsing activity with Nord will not slow down your internet speeds at all. NordVPN service is one of the most reliable, fastest, biggest, and also cheapest in the game, as with my exclusive link, nordvpn.com/scambaiter, you can get an amazing deal for under $3 a month, and also an additional 4 months for free. Again, this is only possible through my exclusive link, nordvpn.com/scambaiter, so make sure you get yourself a bargain at the link in the comment section and description. Anyways, besides their whiteboard script, there's also something else on the walls of this call center, from which we can see that the $2 earning agents do have the chance to garner some lucrative bonuses if they gather a certain amount of people's information. The horrible way that these agents are treated and the very primitive office made me figure that this call center is probably just a test set up by the bosses in West Bengal to see if it would be profitable for them to open up shop in different parts of the country. This test to me was pretty boring, as they didn't really steal from people and there's no climax in their calls, so I cannot save people nor do much about them giving up their details. Because of this, I disregarded the call center for a while and started working on other projects, until I noticed that the computers in this call center suddenly had a new IP address, and with that also a new location. The Churchandpur experiment was not profitable, and the bosses their tested turned out to be a grand failure, so they decided to recycle the resources and bring them into a different call center. Together with one of my friends, I started scanning this newly found network, and all within 5 minutes we found a set of CCTV cameras, guessed the password for it, and got to see where the Churchandpur computers were recycled to, the headquarters in West Bengal. This center is massive, and it was very exciting that we now went from such a boring connection to this big scam operation that we could start taking down. The first thing I always like to do is make a mini map of the call center based on the CCTV images, and this is when I really started to realize the magnitude of this operation, as my sketch turned out to have 155 computers, the biggest call center I've ever made a video on. And before we can even talk about this humongous operation, we first need to confirm that this is indeed the headquarters that our insider was talking about 6 months ago.
Hello.
Hello, am I speaking to you, Mr. Davis?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Very good day to you. This is Eve calling from Warranty Cover, okay? And the reason for the call today is because the manufacturer's warranty of your washing machine may have expired. And it's just a quick call to get that protected for you, okay?
Yes, that's fine.
It turns out that this is the headquarters, and the guys in West Bengal do in fact sort of run the same scam as in Churachandpur, only they go further than just gathering information, as they go for an actual sale.
It's £8.99 monthly direct debit. So under which account like the direct debit be from? You have your branch code printed. It's a 6-digit branch sort code printed.
Yeah. I'll get in touch with Mel.
Okay, so we have access to the headquarters. Now, where are the bosses? This was one of the first questions that I wanted to get an answer to, and so I decided to dedicate the first few days of my espionage on finding the key people in this office. The first observation that I made was that there's only one person in this call center that has a laptop, and one person that has a dual monitor setup, and those two guys are sitting next to each other. I started focusing on their daily routine and pretty quickly realized that the guy with the beard was someone that I was already familiar with. I know for a fact that he is one of the bosses, as throughout a working day people serve him. He is always there from start to finish, and even in the after hours. He watches the admin panel for the call system on one of his screens and also has access to the CCTV cameras on his second screen. I was already familiar with this man because the insider sent me a picture of someone that looked exactly like him, stating that this guy's name was Uday and that he was supposedly the vice president of the scam company in charge of running the headquarters. I looked up that same name on Facebook and found the public pictures of this lookalike, along with the information that this guy works for PP Enterprises, and what do you know, all of the computers in this call center are named PP. I found a bunch of documents with the PP Enterprises company logo on them, and these scammers, their phone system has the name pp.globaldialer.co.uk. This could also be a coincidence, but the admin username on their dialer system is literally Uday. There's pictures of him on Facebook from 2015 in this same call center, and his name and phone number are written on the whiteboard in Churachandpur as well. If you still do not believe me, I FaceTimed that phone number on the whiteboard, and this is what happened. Oh my god, it actually worked. He's calling me back. Listen. To further confirm that he is in fact some sort of boss in this operation, I found this document that says nobody can touch anything in the office without Uday sir's permission, and also this video of him giving a speech to his employees.
I don't know. Yeah? Yes, no? I can't say yes, no? So make sure, okay? This go for rate should be back by exact 6:45 dot should be over there.
Before we get too deep into the company's details, let's step away from this online data breach and have a little bit of fun with these scammers. Since these guys are in West Bengal, it is not possible for me to work with the bribed police over there to shut down a massive call center that has existed for over 10 years. So it is up to me to do as much damage to this operation as possible and make life a living hell for these scammers. The first thing I did was delete their network drive with all of the files that they have been building for the past 4 years, and don't worry, I made a backup of this drive so that I still have the evidence of all their scams when the police do decide to work for once. I did the same thing to Uday's Google Drive, where they also had a system backup and a bunch of important files that they worked in every day. They are now gone as well. Next, it was time for me to shut down their phone system, but before doing so, I decided it would be good to route the scammers their calls to me so that I could make their 10-hour shift even worse than it already was. Sort code?
Yeah.
Okay, the number is 6969. Fuck you, you shut the fuck up, you suck, you mother.
You to fuck off.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
And you are getting all the benefits of free labor parts repair with a replacement guarantee. Alright?
You
Bitch. You're a bitch.
You bitch.
You're a bitch. You're a
You
scammer, right? You're a scammer, no?
You're a fucking
You're a
scammer.
you're a scammer, no? You're a scammer, no?
You're a fucking... You're the bloody son of the bitch. Bloody son of the bitch. Bloody son of the
Bloody
bitch.
bloody banker. Hey, my friend. Hey.
Hello?
Yes, hello, banker. Tere boy, tere माँ की. Hey, mother. Hey, yeah, you're laughing, right? It's funny, right? You fucking banker.
Yeah. Can you just repeat it once again?
I said banker. Tere माँ की. Hello.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. What sorry? Are you excusing yourself? Hello. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, hello, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Oh yeah, sir. Because sir, your previous warranty of your freezer has been expired, so that's why we will renew your.
Birmingham, if you want to fucking brawl, come to Cosmetic Hospitality, or come out of the house, or I'll break your fucking legs. You know the back.
After trying to break the scammers their spirit, it was finally time for them to say goodbye to their phone system, and I also have a list of all their paying customers, which I will all be calling and instructing on how to put a stop to the scammers their fraudulent direct debit. And no more income for them. For now, this is the most that I could do from my end. I will be making a part 2 exposing the headquarters even more, and let's just hope somebody of the Siliguri police force sees these videos and decides to take action. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe before clicking off. There's a Patreon and PayPal link in the description for if you want to buy me a coffee. I hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay cautious. Bye bye.